Switzerland is home to many breathtaking hiking destinations. This video focuses on the Engadin-St. Moritz region, my favorite hiking area in the country. There are hundreds of trails, but I'll show you the 6 most beautiful ones. I will share my thoughts on which 3 hikes you absolutely shouldn't miss, and at the end I'll reveal my all-time favorite hike. On the first day I started in Engadin and tried to cover as much distance as possible by bike. My plan was to leave the bike at the end of the Surlej valley and hike to the Tschierva hut. Including the way back home, it's 28 kilometers of cycling and 8.5 kilometers of hiking. If you don't have a bike, there's also other options. The street is close to cars, but there is a horse-drawn carriage, and of course you could still do everything on foot. By the way, I have some good news that I will share later in this video. It was finally time to start hiking. The remoteness of this trail has pros and cons at the same time. Reaching the starting point already required some effort, but once you're on the trail, you have it almost entirely to yourself. I was so happy that the path to the Tschierva hut wasn't so crowded. I think it makes hiking much more fun. When it's quiet around me, it's much easier to fully enjoy the beautiful nature. However, despite the quietness, this hike is not a must-do in my opinion. On the second day I went to the Jenatsch hut. Since it was a bit similar to the first day, I will just show it very briefly. I made use of my bike again, and later I hiked around 1.5 hours to the hut.
See the sky in ocean blue, the dawn in blue, daylight dancing on the feels like I've been born again when I'm with you.
On the third day, I hiked from Moritz to the Boval hut. Including the way back to Moritz, it's about 10 kilometers of hiking with a difference in altitude of 600 meters. As you can see, the third day of my vacation was way easier than the first 2 days. However, this hike is just as beautiful, if not even more so. One downside is that it's usually quite crowded, but that's to be expected given the breathtaking view at the top. What I really like about this hike is that it's not too steep, especially the part in the middle. Since the trail to the Boval hut is quite gentle, you can fully enjoy the amazing view. The first part is in the forest, but as soon as there are fewer trees, the mighty mountains appear in front of you. Unlike the first two hikes, this hike is easily accessible by car or train. It's definitely a must-do in my opinion. The other two must-do hikes are also very beautiful, so it's definitely worth it to watch until the end.
We are two hearts intertwined. I can see it in your eyes, like the sun that beats the morning sky. We are perfect, perfectly aligned.
Hike number 4 starts in Surlej and ends at the same location. In total, it's 19 kilometers of hiking with a difference in altitude of 900 meters. The destination for the first 3 hikes was always a hut, which meant that I had to hike back the same way. I was looking forward to my first round hike. In my opinion, hiking is even more fun when you don't walk the same route twice. I was already familiar with this route, so I knew what awaited me. Exploring new trails is even more fun, but I've been in the Engadin so many times that it's difficult to find.
It's all waiting for you. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Wow, it's so windy! What the fuck? Over there it's raining. And I don't have my rain jacket with me. That's so stupid. That situation showed me how quickly the weather can change in the mountains. You should always bring rain gear unless it's extremely stable, which obviously wasn't the case. I didn't know what I was thinking when I packed my things in the morning. At least it was warm enough, so getting wet wouldn't be a problem. It's a bit unfortunate that you can't see the nice view because of the bad weather. I was hoping that the sun would eventually come back. All in all, this hike is not a must-do, which of course isn't due to the conditions.
Well, you looked me in the eyes and you said it. And your face can say it all, so I know you meant it. And if I lose my way, will I know where to find you? Will I know where to find you?
The 5th hike is from Pontresina to the Segantini hut. Including the way back, it's 15 kilometers of hiking with a difference in altitude of 1000 meters. I decided not to take the direct route. I was planning to do the longer one, which I thought would be even more beautiful. I was glad that the first part of the hike was in the forest. Thanks to the shade, I didn't sweat that much. My first stop was the Alp Langward. There's also a chairlift if you want to do a shortcut.
I'm just trying to puzzle piece. I'm just trying to get some sleep. But the ocean of my heart is raging. I don't really know what to say. Take a breath and try to breathe. I'm just trying to puzzle piece.
I was now on the Steinbockweg, or in English Ibex Trail. As the name suggests, it's not unlikely to see ibexes on this trail. It was not my first time there, but I had never been lucky. I was hoping to finally see an ibex. This is the second must-do hike of this video. You definitely don't want to miss out on it. And if you think that a few of these hikes look very interesting, I have good news for you. For each hike, I have a full-length video on my channel, so there you will be able to see much more.
Sunburned shoulders, painted in parts. Daylight goodbyes, cheek to cheek. Pretty people sat out in the streets. I think I'm gonna stay in Barcelona, babe.
The next hike is from Aloja to the Forno hut. For both ways, it's almost 22 kilometers of hiking with a difference in altitude of 1000 meters. Even though it's the 6th trail already, it's the first hike in this video that I have never done before. I was really happy about that, but it was also going to be the longest and most exhausting hike. I made sure to start already at 8 o'clock in the morning and I haven't seen anyone yet. It was so much fun.
I was young, I was sure I could hear the singing.
I was really glad that I did the panoramic trail at the top of the mountain. Now it was not far anymore to the Forno hut. This trail offers some breathtaking views, but it's also very time consuming. On the way back, I would be hiking on the official hut trail to save some time. This hike is a must-do, even though it might be too exhausting for some people. If you are into longer hikes, this trail is just amazing. By the way, I did 2 more hikes that I will not fully show now. The destination of the first hike was a beautiful mountain lake. The same applies to the other hike from Boval to Preda. So there you have it, 6 incredible hikes in the Engadin. Let's have a look again at the must-dos. First, we have the incredible Boval hut, a classic that never disappoints with its majestic glacier views. Then, the panoramic paradise of the Segantini hut, offering some of the most iconic vistas in the Alps. And finally, the wild and rugged beauty of the Forno hut, a truly immersive alpine experience. As I promised at the beginning, here's my absolute favorite, the Boval hut. Ever since I was a little boy, I've done this hike at least once a year. The combination of the accessible trail, the dramatic glacier landscape, and those unforgettable views make it pure magic for me. I truly hope this video inspires you to explore the incredible Engadin region. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more adventures. Which of these hikes would you love to do first? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.